guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Amelia. I have here Johnet. You guys have seen Johnet before. You're probably gonna see her again. And we just wanted to come to you guys really quickly and talk about being dark skinned in America.
Yeah, growing up.
Yeah, just growing up being dark skinned and what our experiences have been. And maybe it's something that will resonate with you, and you can take bits and pieces of our experiences and match it up with your own. And if not, maybe you'll just learn something new today. So, that's it. So basically, I'll tell my dark skin story first. So it all started in 1973.
You're annoying.
When I realized that I was dark skinned. No, it all started when I moved from New York to New Jersey. So when I lived in New York, I don't know if it's because I was younger also, but I felt like there was never any mention of me being dark skinned. I knew that I was black. I never thought about me being black, but I never thought about the fact that I was dark skinned. So I never really...
I just feel like in New York, everybody's so worried about they're worried about other things than your skin color.
Yeah, we're worried about
like how I'm gonna jump across this rat while I'm walking home. Like, let's talk about this. Stop.
Okay, but nobody ever made fun of me or anything for being dark skinned. Then, as soon as I moved to New Jersey, it was like everything about me and my life was incorrect. I did not speak proper English apparently because I pronounced my words the way New Yorkers pronounce words. I was too dark. I was too dark for the white people. I was too dark for the black people. I was too dark for the people darker than myself. That kind of followed me, through middle school. And then in high school, I felt like, then I really started to, because in high school, you get a little bit more serious about guys, and, you start to notice that, hey, I might be, technically prettier than this lighter skinned girl, but she's going to get picked over me because she's lighter, and that's what's more desirable. And that kind of just followed me into college, and it's not until recently where I started to love the skin that I'm in and see that there is value in my shade of black and in my melanin, and I just have to embrace that and accept what God gave to me because it's a gift. So that's kind of how I feel. I mean, that's just been my experience with it. I feel like I've been put down for my skin color. I've been picked last because of my skin color. People have made snide remarks to me because of my skin color. I mean, I don't need to hear that I'm, pretty for a dark-skinned girl or, pretty for a black girl or anything to that effect. It's not necessary. We have, people of other races, Caucasians, tan themselves to become darker. So at what point are black people going to realize that there is value in your melanin? I'm just trying to understand, when are we going to open up our eyes and see that we're not valuing what we have because somebody else has told us that it's not good enough. And now we're just going to continue to go generation from generation to generation thinking that our skin color is not good enough. And the same person who told you that you're not good enough is out there trying to turn themselves into you. When are we going to open up our eyes to that fact? When are we going to see that? How you feel, Johnet?
I mean, I feel like it's the same with you. Like, I didn't really start to embrace my brownness, my blackness, my dark skinness.
She's so chocolate, y'all.
Until I got older, like
looking like a Dove chocolate bar.
Not saying that, like, I don't know, like, I've suppressed a lot of my childhood. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Like, there wasn't anything that was like traumatic about my childhood. I just really suppressed it. Like, I could honestly say there are a few memories that I remember about growing up. And like I said, I don't know. Yeah, there wasn't anything bad that happened. I just don't really remember much about growing up and me being picked on for being light. I mean, mainly I got picked on because I had a gap. Like, that was pretty much it. Like, it had nothing to do with my skin color. I don't know if maybe growing up in Columbus, like, they don't really have an issue with. I don't know.
Maybe it's a geographical thing.
Yeah, possible. That's possibly what it is. But yeah, I don't really remember ever being picked on about my skin color. I just know that when you look at certain things or certain people or how certain people are treated, you're like, dang, imagine if I was light skinned. Like, I'm pretty sure they would treat me the way they're treating her or him. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, I mean, growing up, I had to embrace the fact that I'm not about to bleach my skin to be lighter. So might as well just take what God gave me, take this brown stuff here, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. That's all you can honestly do at the end of the day, because if you sit here and worry about, oh my gosh, this light skinned girl is so pretty, how am I ever going to be equal to her? It's never going to happen. Like, it's legit never gonna happen. So you literally have to sit yourself down in the mirror and be like, you know what, I'm beautiful. Like, my melanin is popping. Like, do you understand? Like, us black girls have natural highlight. Y'all, we got natural highlight. We're amazing. But anyway,
that was a beautiful motivational speech. You wrote that? Did you write that?
No.
Wow.
Straight off the top of the dome.
That's some Martin Luther King Jr.
Junior.
Did you dream about it?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't dream.
But maybe, I mean, there was a good amount, but it wasn't as much as that. There were not as many as there are now. And I feel like, I don't know if they were trying to equate themselves to, their white friends or something, and putting down, somebody of their race who was on the far end of the dark spectrum made them feel better.
And sometimes, and it's really weird that people do this, but sometimes people have to put other people down to make themselves feel better, which is weird to me. Like,
I feel better when I bring other people up. Like, I like to hype people up. It makes me feel good when I see that somebody else feels good. Mm-hmm. I don't know why other people don't feel that way, but...
And I really don't know where this whole thing of self-hate even...
it's
coming. It's probably stemming from slavery days,
or even before that, because this is something else that we had discussed, that the distaste for dark skin is not something that's just amongst Black Americans or even Africans or Black people in general. It's something that is prevalent in Asia. If you look at Indians per se. If you're lighter, that's more desirable. If you're darker, that's less desirable. I know a lot of other Asian countries do that. Happening since the dawn of time. Being darkness is associated with negativity, and lightness is associated with positivity. And maybe it started off with go towards the light, go to God, and then the devil is darkness. I don't know if that's where it came from, and then everybody's just kind of milked it and turned it from something where that particular description was literal, but everything else was not meant to be taken literally. Okay, so this person is dark, so it's a negative thing, and this person is light, so it's a negative thing. I mean, I'm just guessing maybe that's where it started from, but I don't really understand why being dark is viewed as a negative thing.
And it's sad because I feel like even in the African culture, like growing up, you'll hear people say, "Oh, that pretty light-skinned girl." Mm-hmm. That
your baby is light. What a pretty baby.
Like, why did the two have to go together? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand why you can't say, just, she's pretty. Like, why do you have to put the pretty light-skinned girl? Mm-hmm. I just don't understand. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I love it. I love how now there is the thing where everyone is embracing darker toned women, men, babies.
Not everyone, but it is something.
It's
starting. It's starting and it's progressing.
Yes.
So even though right now maybe it's in its baby stage and a lot of it is superficial, because I do notice that people will embrace you being dark skinned on, let's say, social media, but not in person.
Yeah.
So right now it's at its superficial stage. So hopefully we can get a little bit deeper into it and get below the surface and really start loving darker skinned people, as a whole and, all together.
There's this weird fetish where people are wanting for their babies to be light skinned with curly hair, colored eyes. What is that?
Yeah, it's strange.
Like,
are you allowed to be attracted to your baby? I'm not understanding. I mean, I don't get it. Mixed babies are beautiful. Black babies are beautiful. White babies are beautiful. Asian babies are beautiful. Hispanic babies are beautiful. Babies are beautiful. I mean, so you're not going to. I don't understand.
You can't even wrap your mind around it.
But if you're specifically going to go outside of your race because you want your child to look a certain way, I think that's a little bit sick. And you need to really consider if you love yourself.
Yeah.
If you fall in love with somebody or you happen to have a child outside of your race, that's fine. But if you are, just completely like blocking out your people and you're saying, no, I don't want to have black babies. I want my babies to look like this. So I'm just going to go out there and seek a white man or seek a white woman so that my babies can look a certain way. I think that's a little sick. I don't know where that fascination came from. I don't know if you're not aware that you are weeding out your own race.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody understands and somebody knows, if you could leave a comment down below and explain to me why that's a thing, I'm a little curious. I think John is curious too.
I mean, it's not gonna change anything because you still don't make any sense. But
I just want to know where that thought process is coming from.
Express yourself.
Wow. You sound like somebody's auntie.
Express it. But yeah, so and then like there's this thing where like guys will be like, oh no, I would never date somebody that looks like you. Referring to me. But your mama look like me.
Or they're the same color or darker than you.
No, my thing is your mama look like me. So like
I wouldn't even go with the mama thing because you don't,
Not saying that you should be attracted to your mother, but for me, like when I look
at your dad did not sit there and say, I'm not going to be with this woman. Okay, and did not, your dad laid with your mother and created you. So who are you to say that somebody who is equivalent to your mother is not good enough?
And I don't want to go to the point where it sounds like we have a problem with guys that date.
No, you can date what you want, whoever you want.
My brother.
You can date a light skinned person.
My brother loves the snow. You feel me?
My brother loves the snow too.
Like
his dark skin.
I love my niece. Yes, black like me.
Very dark.
I love my nieces.
And
I love the mixos, but it's just for the guys that specifically say, I would never date a black woman,
or that just black women are ugly.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess once again that's your preference, but dang, all of us though.
But we ride for y'all. We ride for y'all. You tell me if Susie Lou gonna ride for you the way that we ride for you.
I mean, it depends on what type of riding you talking about. Like, what type of riding you on? Cause I ain't.
We're talking about like the good riding. The riding that we've been doing since they brought us from where we belong and brought us over here and,
Okay, you talking about like the dude that's struggling and then when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. That one.
I mean, if that's what he ends up doing, then that's what he ends up doing.
I would never look at a black man and say, or the black men period, and say black men are just ugly. Mm-hmm. I only date white men. The little ones that are like us and don't know to embrace the beauty in their skin tone and how beautiful their skin is. It's hard when you grow up around men that think that your skin, there's something wrong with your skin. Like literally being black and having the melanin that we have is the most, like, it's amazing. Like, you can't duplicate this. You cannot create this in a lab. God gave you this and he didn't give it to anybody else, so why don't you find that special? Like, God gave you an excess of something that, protects you and,
it keeps you safe from the sun's rays, and other races don't have that in the amount that we have, and you don't find that valuable. You don't find it valuable how when it's summertime and you're sweating, you glisten in the sun. You don't find it valuable. I mean, how beautiful your skin is when you're toned and everything, and somebody's so jet black and can be black, blue, and black, brown with reds inside their tones. You don't find that valuable?
So beautiful. Like, I've seen a woman, she's bleaching. My friend, she's bleaching. Her skin, when she was sweating, I don't even know how to explain what she looked like, but she just looked bad. Like, don't, your skin is so precious and sensitive. Just be black, be beautiful, be popping.
You know they say black don't crack, but you want to crack.
Just busting skin. Wrecking. Popping off.
You're annoying.